Good morning. The School Innovation Turnaround Committee is called to order. May I have a roll call, please?
Yes, ma'am. Dr. Bofi? Present. Mr. Davis? There he is. Ms. Edmonston?
Here.
Mr. Garvey? Here. Ms. Holloway?
Present.
Dr. Jones?
Here.
Ms. Lewis?
I'm present.
Ms. Orange Jones?
Present.
Mr. Rock?
Present.
Dr. Thomason?
Present.
Ms. Vaucher?
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. May I please have the first item?
Your first item is on, your consent agenda is ready for your approval, adding item 2.1.
Okay. Can I please have a motion?
So moved.
Dr. Bofi, motion. Ms. Bossier, any objections to this? Having none, the motion carries. Next item.
Your first item is on page 4, item 2.2, which was pulled from consent. Consideration of the extension of charter contracts and for BESE authorized charter schools. The recommendation is to defer. The recommendation is to defer the charter extension for Vision Academy.
Okay. Sure. Ms. Boucher, there's a second. Ms. Holloway, any objections to the motion? Having none, the motion carries.
We do have public comment.
Oh, we have public comment. Forgive me.
Okay, these are
Right
do
here.
not wish to speak. These are
Okay, I'll do these first. Okay, there are two cards, do not wish to speak. Sharon Jackson opposes the recommendation, and Marche Roan opposes the recommendation. Okay, and then we have other members, other cards who'd like to speak. Can I have Henry Tyler, Roxanne Jones, Ernest Robinson, and Pastor Carrie Grayson, please come up. You can sit right here, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay.
Pastor Carrie Grayson. I'm the president of the board for Tallulah Charter School in Tallulah, Louisiana. We're coming today to ask for some consideration of grace and leniency in the decision that was made back in the December meeting for the closure of Tallulah Charter School.
Point of order.
Yes, sir.
I don't believe that's germane to the agenda that we have today.
That is correct. We are able to take comments, and we will not be able to have any board discussion on the item.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for the clarification.
Thanks.
And if you might just get a little bit closer to the microphone.
We felt that there was somewhat of a disservice and an injustice the way that things were handled, as we didn't have a chance to we didn't know what was going on, or we weren't properly informed of the things that were taking place, and the decision that was made was kind of, for lack of better terms, harsh, because we weren't allowed a chance to even make things right. We were given a cold shoulder when we tried to talk, and we just want some consideration at least.
Thank you for your comment. Does anyone else wish, are there any comments? If you could just state your name for the record, please.
My name is Henry F. Tyler. We all know that education is the most important thing that we have. We always say that education is power. To close one of our vehicles in Madison Parish, and we know Madison Parish is one of the least places in the whole United States. And if we can't educate ourselves to become better, how can we become better if doors are closed in our face and we are not allowed to help ourselves?
Thank you for your comment.
Morning.
Good morning.
As a parent and
If you
grandparent,
could just state your name for the record, please.
I'm sorry. My name is Ernest Robinson Sr., and I am a resident of Madison Parish.
Thank you.
As a parent and grandparent, I have 7 grands going to the school, charter school, and it's never been to the point to where my kids or grandkids come home and don't want to go to school. At Tallulah Charter, they want to stay at school. and the level of, trying to find the proper word that I can use, that Tallulah Charter School brings to the table, the kids are really grasping what's being taught to them, and the teachers are so superior with them, and the kids just want to take them treats all the time. But Ms. Candler took that school and she put it in a neighborhood that's known for things that shouldn't be going on because it's all over the world, but something good has come out of this school, and it would do Madison Parish really well to keep that school open. And just praying that you all would hear us and give us a chance. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment.
Good morning. My name is Roxanne Jones, and we do appreciate you all allowing us this opportunity. Good morning, Superintendent White. As the other parents have said, we're just here as a group of concerned parents and students who have children here at the charter school that love the charter school. Now, we understand that there are circumstances surrounding the decision that was made, but we're just asking for another chance for changes to be made, consideration to be considered. This school is a place where our children can grow and they are proud. They can excel, they're doing wonderfully. I know, as I said, there's things that we're not, have all the information about, but this is a school and a place where it's needed. You know, Madison Parish is one of the poorest counties listed, but there's good people. Our children want a future. Tallulah Charter School is a very good school that's making progress, and we just hate that the actions of a few will affect so many. And you know, we wanted to come and show the face of Tallulah Charter School, and we're not just a name on paper. And we do appreciate this platform. We're here with our children and teachers and other parents who just wanted to come and just to let you all know that we're here, we love the school, and we're going to support any decision that's made, if it's allowed, to do our best to move forward. And we just thank you for this consideration. Thank you.
Thank you. May I please have, let me go, thank you. May I please have Louise Cummings, LaShayla Jones, Jamarion Hudson, and Haroyd Allen. Forgive me if I got the first name. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Would you like to start us off?
My name is Jamarion Hudson, and I am a student of Tallulah Charter. And I would just like to say these past 5 years that I've been at Tallulah Charter have been the years of my life since I've been at the other public schools. Tallulah Charter have many types of students, talented, smart, and if you would allow us to keep our school instead of closing it, we would like to show the Department of Education how smart we are, how smart we can be. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
My name is Harold. Allen. My name is Harold Allen. I'm the parent of 6 children, 4 of which attend Tallulah Charter School. My daughter is actually in the highest grade at the charter school. She's in the 9th grade. My daughter originally attended Madison Parish School System. I was a school resource and dare officer for the Madison Parish Sheriff's Office for 10 years. I walked the halls of the school. I saw everything that went on in the schools. There were times when my daughter would come home and do nothing but cry, Dr. White, Dr. Jones, come home and do nothing but cry. When Dr. Candler opened up Tallulah Charter School, I found that to be an opportunity for my daughter. my daughter has grown and blossomed into basically a teenager, a typical female teenager. I have 3 other children at the charter school, Harold II, Chloe, and James Michael. They know nothing else but Tallulah Charter School. When I first heard it, you know, I'm a father. You know, most men don't cry, Dr. White. They don't. I cry. When I first heard it, I just thought somebody had taken a brick and thrown at me. Tallulah Charter School has helped to build and groom our children for the next steps in life. I couldn't miss this trip this morning. Tallulah doesn't have many opportunities, but Tallulah Charter School has provided quite a few. Come to the school one day. Just come and take a look before it may. Just come take a look. Our children love Tallulah Charter School. There's no other place they'd rather be. I told a friend of mine, matter of fact, a relative of mine, I said, if they close Tallulah Charter School, I'm going to have to leave Tallulah. I'm actually the fire chief of the City of Tallulah Fire Department. My children are more important than my career. Whatever it takes to get them educated in a proper environment, I'll do it. But it will not be in Madison Parish School System, Dr. Jones.
I'm sorry, why are you addressing the remarks to me?
No, because you're our BESE representative. I do apologize, sir. I was calling. I don't mean any harm. You know, but Tallulah Charter School is more than just a name. It has become another family in Tallulah. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is LaShayla Jones, and I really do want Tallulah Charter School to stay open because I've been there ever since pre-K. As the other people said, Madison Parish is one of the poorest counties in Louisiana, in the state of Louisiana. But when Dr. Kendler opened Tallulah Charter School, it made Tallulah a little bit better. I like Tallulah Charter School because it has good teachers, and it's a good school. I really like it, and that's all I know. And on this trip, I had to go because I want my school to stay open. And I just was praying on the way, can you please help our school stay open? Thank you.
Good morning. Louise Cummings. I am a parent who homeschool. I homeschool because I wanted the best for my child. My first child, she was able to go through Madison Parish School, but that was 18 years ago. And along come another child, and I said, no, I've been in the system. I taught in the system over 20 years in the public system. And Dr. Jones, I apologize, and Dr. Wright, this is something that we need in Tallulah. Right now, this school has gotten Madison Parish together. We're not opposing each other. We're holding together. Right now, we have the opportunity for our children to soar. I mean, if our children really just come and see them, we are blessed to have teachers who care. And like I said, I was not going to allow my child into a system. But when she started going to the charter school, I realized that was a blessing. And I had made a pledge with my God. Everybody said, girl, when you going to stop homeschooling? I said, well, when I can afford a private school or when a charter school comes. God opened that door. He blessed us. And I know that we are all praying Christians. And we want the best for these children. We're just asking, just give us a chance. Come, see us. I mean, once you see us, you're going to say, all right. Don't make us pay for any mistakes that someone had made. I'm not sure. What we're asking for is a chance to show you what we can do. We're trying to make the present. And I know, and I believe that it's something that can be done here because God is in all of us. And I thank you for the opportunity for allowing us to come and talk. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for all of your comments. Thank you for coming so far. Board members, a reminder that we do have a motion on the floor. Can you please reread the motion?
The LDE recommendation is to defer the Vision Academy request for a material amendment relative to an alternative framework.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second.
I'm sorry. That was the wrong one. The LDE recommendation is to defer the charter school extension recommendation for Vision Academy.
Thank you very much. We do have already a motion and a second. Is there any board discussion on this item? Any objections to the motion? Having none, the motion carries. Thank you. Next item, please.
Your next item is on page 6, item 2.3, consideration of a report on types 2, 4, and 5 charter school contracts and requests for amendments. The department recommendation is to approve the material amendment for Louisiana Key Academy to add 7th grade to the grade configuration in 2018 and to add 8th grade to the grade configuration in 2019. Additionally, to defer the Vision Academy request for a material amendment relative to an alternative framework until April 2018.
Thank you. Can I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Garvey, second by Dr. Bofi. Any discussion on this item? We have one card. Jim and Mary Thompson. Good morning. Just pull the microphone a little bit closer to you. There you are.
My name is Mary Thompson. Sorry. Good morning. My name is Mary Thompson. My grandson, James A. Thompson Jr., is a student at Louisiana Key Academy. He's been there 5 years, and it has been a blessing to us as grandparents because we've had him since he's been 2 years old. At the beginning, we did put him in a private school, and after 2 years there, we had a meeting, and they said he was not able to follow what they were doing on a daily basis, and it broke his heart. It broke ours, but the doors were open for Louisiana Key Academy, and we went in and sat down with the principal, a different principal at the time, but it has been a big difference in my grandson's life. It has made things easier for us as grandparents to raise him and to help him with some of his homework. Considering we haven't had homework in 30 years in our household. But the Louisiana Key Academy, we want the best for him. 7th and 8th grade would really help him to continue in his path and what he wants to do. So we would appreciate if the board would approve the 7th and the 8th grade for the school and the other students that are there. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Mr. Thompson. I've been involved with my grandson ever since we've acquired him, I guess. He keeps us both busy. We're actually tired at night. We involve him in a lot of different activities. One of the activities that he has acquired since he has gone to Louisiana Key Academy is reading. He actually does chores around the house and he gets paid. He saves his money so we can take him to Barnes & Noble so he can buy his own books. He is constantly reading. So that's a good thing that has come out of that. He's been with Louisiana Key Academy for 5 years, starting at the 2nd grade when they started up. So he has got this little same group in the 6th grade now. A lot of them call me Pawpaw. So I'm hoping that it will continue at this school. It has done well for all the kids. When he got there, he couldn't even read and understand what he was reading. And we spent quite a few nights reading with him. as, you know, the teachers had instructed us to try to do. And it was a process, but now he reads on his own. And he actually understands everything and tells me about the whole book. So, you know, this year we added DARE over there, which is a great program for the kids. I'm hoping it'll continue to 7th to 8th. I would like to see it go to the 12th because there's not a lot of schools around the East Baton Rouge Parish that deal with the dyslexic, you know. So we have a good teacher following there. The parents, a lot of us are involved in the school. So whatever they require, I hope you'll see it to okay it, because they are doing great things for these kids. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Board members, is there any more discussion on this item? Any objections to the original motion? Having done, the motion carries. Thank you. Next item.
Your next item is on page 12, item 2.4, consideration of an update report regarding the Type 1 charter school contract between Bogalusa City Schools and North Shore Charter School. The department recommendation is to receive the report.
Okay, can I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Okay, I have a motion from Dr. Bofi, second from Ms. Edmondson, Superintendent.
Thank you. Members, I was asked to provide an update regarding what I am aware of regarding the ongoing issues with the North Shore Charter School and the City of Bogalusa. As you know, the City of Bogalusa granted a Type 1 charter school a little bit less than a year ago to the North Shore Charter School. Over the period of time between then and now, they have been unable to reach an agreement on a contract, though there was a charter. The parents of the school were notified recently of an intention by the school board to no longer fund the school and to reassign students to other schools. Two actions have taken place, I believe, related to that. First, the parents of the North Shore Charter School have signed an adequate number of signatures on a petition that have been certified to petition you to place the school in the Recovery School District. Second, I believe there is currently a legal action that's been taken by the North Shore Charter School Board in a federal court in New Orleans related to that action, to stop the action. My understanding is that the judge has held a status conference. My understanding is there's been some discussion between the two parties, and the school has not been dissolved and has continued to operate. Parents have not been assigned elsewhere. However, I also understand that in April there will be a hearing on the petition for injunction that the Bogalusa City Board has filed against that the North Shore Charter Board has filed against the City of Bogalusa Board. My recommendation as part of this report, therefore, is that we not take any action at this moment in time, that the court proceedings go forward, and that any further consideration by this board be made only in light of whatever the judge says about the matter at hand. I should remind you in all of your comments that we are not a party to any lawsuit, and that other than the action that's been taken by the parents to petition you to act on the school, that is the only issue that is in front of you, and that is not even on the agenda here today. So that is not even a subject of discussion today. I'm simply providing you a status update as well. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Superintendent. We do have a few cards, so I'm going to go ahead and take those and then open it up for board discussion, should there be any. Lee Reed, Dee Dee McCullough, Lisa Tanner, and Sarah Vandergriff. Please come forward. Good morning. Okay, ladies first. We're going to start right here on the end.
Actually, I'm Lisa Tanner. Is it on?
It is. You just may want to bring it closer.
No, I got it. I'm
it.
Lisa Tanner, Superintendent of Bogalusa City School System. And I was here just to correct or make comments on anything that may be said today to make sure that we're all on the same page. We are currently in litigation with North Shore Charter, and it is in front of Judge Afrique in New Orleans Federal Court. So really what we're saying, anything we say today will be dependent upon what happens as we go further into the proceedings.
Okay, thank you.
Dee Dee McCullough, Principal, North Shore Charter School. I'm here as well to entertain any questions you may have and to make sure you understand that the school closing that Superintendent White referred to was for us to close our doors on March 5th, which was not going to be helpful to anyone. So we were forced to file suit to keep that from happening. We're trying our best to keep the students on track for state testing, and that would have been a tremendous interruption in their education.
Thank you. Lee?
Just here for questions.
Okay. Board members, do you have any discussion questions for anyone who's, okay. All right. Thank you very much, appreciate it. Sarah, no, waiving your comments. Board members, is there any discussion at this time? Any objections to the motion? Having none, the motion carries. Thank you. Next item, please.
That concludes your agenda.
Thank you very much. The next committee will begin at 10 o'clock.